We often hear that there's this expectation that sex will drop off in relationships. And again, when you're young and you have kids, there's absolutely an impact. But I want to go over in today's video 3 things I'm doing to make sure my marriage doesn't become a sexless marriage. And we are what would be in a longer term relationship at this point. It's over 4 years. And the frequency is not dropping off. And so, first and foremost, I continue to date my wife. Try to make it weekly, minimum twice a month. A lot of times the number is 3. I also, as part of this, make sure, it's kind of a subset of dating your wife, I have an empty nest, so I get to do some things that you don't when you have kids. But for date night, fool around first. Fuck first, okay? Who wants to, late at night with a full stomach, fool around, okay? 2, instead of having a big dinner, we have set up our schedule to be able to have lunch together 2 or 3 times a week. And that's a key for families, for relationships, is make sure you're making time to connect, making time to have meals together, okay? Number 2 thing I'm doing to make sure we don't have sexless marriage, I'm not making her my whole world. I still have poker night. I still have solo hiking trips. I still have weekend retreats and getaways. I don't go, yes, dear, whatever you want, and focus my whole world around her. I have an amazing life that I have invited her to join me in. And she doesn't feel like she's an add-on. She feels interwoven and valued in the relationship because she is. Think about that. Making your wife the sole focus of your life kills sexual attraction, okay? It kills polarity. It creates tremendous pressure on her, and it kills your sex life, okay? So you need brotherhood. You need time with other men. You shouldn't become 2-dimensional, work and dad. And that's what a lot of men do. And it leads to no good outcomes. The third thing, while we try to date on a regular basis, weekend getaways and trips. So we're getting ready to go on our honeymoon. But we have 2, sometimes 3 weekend getaways a year. With the exception of coffee and conversation on Saturday morning, no work allowed. No work computers allowed. Yeah, Melanie, no bringing your work computer. She wanted to the first weekend getaway. And it's time for just us. Doesn't have to be exotic. We have gone to Estes Park a couple of times. We have gone to Oklahoma City once. It was actually a great trip. This year's going to be Omaha. A lot of things factor into the where, the when, and then when we go on vacation, try to do 1 longer vacation or 2 a year. We look at what can we do in the area, and we come up with a plan. So those are 3 things you can do to keep your marriage from becoming sexless. Okay, and then the 4th bonus tip would be make sure you're going to the gym, taking care of yourself so that you are not morbidly obese, that you have higher testosterone. You have to do resistance training as a human, even more so as a man. It regulates everything when you are stronger in good health. All right? If you're having issues with the sexless marriage, this is something we help men with all the time in mentoring men. I've helped a lot of men turn it around. From boring, facing divorce to exciting sexual relationships inside of the marriage. Yeah, there's no reason you can't have that. Reach out below. I've got an email address. I've got my contact information to join me at Mentoring Men. Let's talk and see what might be the best path for you. All right, brother. Have a great week.